Mark Zuckerberg recently claimed on his podcast with Joe Rogan that mid-level engineers are going to be replaced with AI by the end of 2025. Look, there's no denying that AI has dramatically improved engineers' efficiency to ship code faster. I've been using it every week at my job pretty much the past 2.5 years ever since ChatGPT went mainstream. But either they know something that we don't, or they aren't actually using the products that their teams are building. Personally, I do believe that AI has the ability to reduce headcount. I do believe it has the ability to delay hiring. But can this happen in 2025? I don't think so, and in this video I am going to give 3 reasons why I think that is. But before we get into that, I just want to briefly touch on the limitations of AI. Now, as I said a moment ago, I've used ChatGPT ever since it kind of went mainstream and got in the public eye. I've used it to write code, solve error messages, fix bugs, build pipelines, you name it. And it's not just ChatGPT, there's Claude, Gemini, and believe it or not, there are people out there that have still never even heard of these products. But the main issue is it still generates a lot of shitty code. Now, if senior engineers can generate a lot of code that a junior or a mid-level engineer would usually write and clean it up quickly, companies might lean into that. But here's the thing, and I have 3 points that are going to challenge this assumption. Is that the role in engineering is absolutely going to change. But engineers might just be engineers. And I also think the hiring process, it's going to adapt because, let's face it, engineers are doing a lot of prompting and a lot of fixing AI code at the moment. And then we kind of need to lean into the idea as how do you know someone who was once considered a junior can come in and handle this new reality? I know what I mean by that is I've noticed new people coming into the industry at previous jobs where I had more ownership of mentoring juniors that they really will just spam AI until they get the correct answer. They may spend 30 minutes on a task just prompting when a mid-level or senior engineer would have just fixed it anyway. And that is one of the big red flags with AI at the moment, is that they're just far too agreeable. And I find this most case with the popular one, ChatGPT. It'll give you code that doesn't work the first time and it needs several tweaks before it's even usable. And it will just go on and agree with you. Even if you're asking it something that's incorrect, it'll say, yeah, sure, you can do that. And it's going to go generate that code. So before we're actually in a position where AI can replace engineers or perform a lot of the role for engineers to make use of to become more efficient, there's going to be a lot of tweaks to the engineering job role, and that's not going to take 12 months to do. That's going to take a lot of time. It's going to be a big culture shock to the industry. Now, the next point I want to focus on is the human element within engineering. Now, we all know that AI excels at pattern recognition, automation, but it doesn't do very well with creative problem solving. Even more so in ambiguous situations. We all know what it's like in engineering. There's a lot of nuances. And engineers, they need to think outside of the box. At the moment, the AIs that I'm personally using, I feel like they are pushing me in the right direction and they're sparking light bulb moments. And it kind of links back onto that point where AI becomes too agreeable. Like if I ask it a few questions when I'm trying to troubleshoot something, it's not giving me the correct answer, but it's made my brain tick to think, oh, I know what I need to do. I know where to find the right answer and what to do now. It's almost replacing like your shower. Like sometimes you'll be writing code, you go off for a shower, you're in there thinking, oh God, now I know how to fix that problem. I'll go back and do it. And there really is no substitute for that human intuition and creativity. Now my final and third point that I'm going to lean into here is economic and regulatory impact. Now, because this video is based on Mark and Mark made this claim, let's focus on Meta just as an example. And because I'm based in the UK, I'm going to take their London office as another example where, according to Google at the moment, they have around 5,000 employees. Now, if AI has the ability to replace engineers at the speed that Mark Zuckerberg is claiming, the economic impact will be massive. Now, in the UK, the average salary of a software engineer is £65,000. But we all know we're from Levels, FYI, and websites like Comp Clarity, they pay graduates 70 to 80k plus bonus and RSUs. They're one of the highest paying tech companies in the UK. And experienced engineers will obviously be on well over 6 figures, and especially even more, a couple 100,000 when you include their stocks and bonuses. 60% of the tax in the UK is generated by high earners, what the government defines them as. If AI starts replacing these jobs, there will have to be some regulation. Unless AGI takes over completely, we all end up on universal income and we can do what I want with our lives, and just go chill on the beach. And I think we need to be really serious about this. It's more than likely people losing their jobs aren't going to be engineers. It's going to be people in other industries. Just like as an example at the moment, like trains. Trains still have drivers. There really is no reason, in my opinion, why AI could not run a train. But minimizing headcount for corporate profits and increasing shareholder value, absolutely. I think AI has that ability, unfortunately. It's probably up to governments to fix that. If we take a look at what other CEOs, like the Klarna CEO has said, they're not even hiring anymore because AI has made their engineers so efficient. If you have a team of 10 software engineers and you pay for them to have a Cursor or ChatGPT enhanced subscription, you can put out a lot of code. And your engineers can become very efficient. I mean, I recently used the Cursor free trial to help build a Django application that I'm building for my audience, and within about a week or two, I've got a fully functioning micro SaaS website that I can host products, sell them on, built the front end. I have no experience in web development for about 10 years now. Look, from someone who's worked in technology for 10 years, I don't think it's quite over yet. Writing code is going to remain in demand. But the real threat is losing your job to someone who knows how to use AI better than you. If you're in university, a graduate, or you're someone who has no experience trying to break into tech, do not give up. 1 out of code is still a top 3 skill, and it's closer to 1 than it is 3. If you can code and you can use AI to help you, you can still build things. Look at the micro SaaS movement on Twitter and even on YouTube, where there are people making thousands of pounds a month. You gotta remember, you're only one successful AI rapper away from financial freedom, so keep coding.